What's going on, everybody? Hope you're all having a fantastic day today. Now, ladies and gentlemen, today I wanted to go ahead and discuss with you guys what I think should be personally done for the future of XDefiant. Now, this video has nothing to do with the developers. I'm not, saying, oh, they should, riot and go at Ubisoft's necks. None of that noise. It's something a little bit different that might potentially work, but at the same time, I do see a lot of negatives as well. But ladies and gentlemen, before we go ahead and dive deep, if you guys are interested in more content just like this, don't forget to subscribe and hit that bell. I post daily here at 8 morning Eastern time. And of course, if you guys are interested in any of my live streams, I do stream Monday through Saturday over on Twitch. Those streams go live usually around 12 to 1 p.m. Eastern time, and you can find a link to that channel down in the description of this video. Now, ladies and gentlemen, I understand a lot of people have been down when it comes to the news, the announcement that XDefiant is going to be shut down later on in the year of 2025. I get it. It's been quite a bummer, especially when it comes to content as well. It's been really rough to make content. I still am very passionate about this game, and I still want to discuss this game, and there's still a ton of things I do want to talk about. But, every single time I put together a video, and I feel like a lot of other content creators feel this way as well, when you put a video together for XDefiant, and you have in the back of your head that, it's going away, it's like, you almost think to yourself, it's like, why should I discuss? But I highly encourage people still do so, enjoy making content, and also hop into the game. I was going to make a separate video about this, but I'll just mention it a little bit now. It's a lot of people who are nervous about hopping back in and saying, it's going to die, why should I even bother playing this new content? Play it, enjoy it, It's no point. I've been saying this since day one because that's all people do for XDefiant, is everybody's doom and gloom. People would rather you, acknowledge Ubisoft is crap and do nothing but expect the death of XDefiant every day that goes by, instead of enjoying it and watching what the developers are doing and enjoying the updates and all the content that, they're introducing into the game. They don't want you to have fun during the process of this game. They want you to always be acknowledging the potential death of this game. And now that that death is right around the corner, now everybody has kind of, low-key lost hope. And a lot of people are looking at this game with that mindset where it's like, who cares? It's going to die. I shouldn't bother hopping in. But as I've been saying since day one, you should enjoy it while it's here. It's a phenomenal game. It's tons of fun. And if you liked it before, I don't see any reason of not enjoying it until the day it has to go. But, let's move a little bit more back to the main topic of today's video, and that is saving XDefiant. Now, again, this has nothing to do with, like I said, the developers coming out and doing something with Ubisoft. This has nothing to do with that. This more so has something to do with, the community jumping in and trying to find ways to keep this alive, even if it's not for everybody, for a mass majority of people who can, freshly download the game and all this, nonsense. Just for the hardcore audience, even if it's a few thousand people who are very passionate about this game, having access to still being able to enjoy it, enjoy the maps, enjoying all the content that they just recently put in, I'm hoping the community can do this to further push. But ladies and gentlemen, before we go ahead and do so, let me show you guys the tweet that I put out here a little while ago over on Twitter. Again, if you guys want to go ahead and follow me over there, I'm not very active because I don't really care for social media that much. The main thing I like doing is posting videos, and when it comes to interacting with people, I love doing it on stream, which again, you guys can check out my stream today at around 12 p.m. Eastern time. But Twitter, I'm a little 50-50 with. But of course, if you still want to follow me, I have links to everything down in the description of this video. But I put out a tweet a little while ago saying, playing XDefiant Season 3 is so depressing. All of this content goes so hard, but the future will still result in the same outcome. And I actually got a decent amount of traction. And a lot of people have, come on through and left some, comments, some ideas. First and foremost, I do want to showcase this one from Z. For anybody who doesn't know who he is, he's one of the content creators in the XDefiant scene. And he said, trust me, something is going to happen soon. Now, again, I have no clue what this means. A lot more people have more behind the scenes information than I do personally. I'm curious to see what could potentially happen, but I will be real. At this current point, I'm still going to keep the mindset, the mentality that the game is going away. As much as I do want to stay hopeful, I think it's a little bit healthier to have that in your mind that, although we are enjoying it, if you decide to hop back into the game and download it again and, play all the new content, you can enjoy it. You can have a fun time with it, but still understand that, it's going to go bye-bye at a certain point. But if something does happen, that would be great, right? I think we can all go ahead and agree on that. But another comment from one of the homies, KenDog, was actually really, really, really solid. This is something that I'm really excited for, and I'm hoping it could be done, which we'll further discuss a little bit later. But as KenDog says right here, there needs to be a plutonium of XDefiant. Now, for those who don't know what plutonium is, there used to be multiple different mods for PC. Plutonium, it was called IW4X, right? That was for Modern Warfare 2 and stuff like that. And basically, these mods allow you to play classic Call of Duty on PC without having to deal with the majority of the cheaters, For those who don't know, yes, Xbox and, PlayStation have it pretty rough when it comes to cheating. And when I say cheating, I'm talking about classic COD, right? I'm not talking about new gen COD. New gen, it's a lot easier to cheat on, PC, but classic Call of Duty, yes, they have a decent amount of cheaters, but the difference is that the majority of the cheaters on console are probably just going to be using aimbot, unlock tools. You could pretty much just go to theater mode and get, the whole mod menu within Black Ops 2, right? But the difference is that on PC, it gets a lot more deeper. They can actually find real personal information of yours. They can tap into your system potentially and screw you over, not in-game by messing with your levels, but actual real life. They can get a hold of a lot of your important information. So when it comes to PC, people don't even bother taking the chance. You know what I'm saying? It's highly, highly talked upon within the PC community that if you do decide to go play OG COD, you never, when I say never, I mean never resort to playing the base version on Steam or wherever, it is. But regardless, you just don't do it. Maybe like Call of Duty 2. I still play Call of Duty 2 or any of the games with server browsers. Like I think the server browser ended with Black Ops 2. I'm pretty positive Modern Warfare 3 was the first one on PC where you had to actually, queue into games. But up until that point, you can still find them in the server browser, but it's still not even that safe. The best option is going to mods like Plutonium. Plutonium allows you to get into the experience. It allows you to find legitimate games. There's constant mods and admins around, so in case there are cheaters that are going to be, acted upon instantly instead of relying on Activision, who gives zero craps about the OG CODs, right? I mean, they barely give a crap about the cheating problems within Black Ops 6. You really think they're going to give a crap about cheating in, games that are as old as 10 plus years? More than likely not, So, it has to come down to the community. If you want to play these classics, if you want to play these games that we all remember so fondly, it has to come down to the community. And I was thinking the same thing here for XDefiant along with KenDog. That is a great idea. What if the Plutonium mods actually made a project to put together XDefiant? Because a lot of these mods aren't there to make any money, right? These are passion project mods. These are mods put together so the people, the hardcore audience of these games can still enjoy them, whether they're alive, dead, funded, not funded, it doesn't matter. People, the community, can still enjoy the content. But this right here is where I begin to run into some problems with this overall idea. As amazing as it would be to have Plutonium pick up this game, because again, when it comes to XDefiant, I don't care about progression or any new content or any updates from the developers anymore. As much as I would love that to happen, again, I'm sticking in reality right now. The reality is a lot of devs got laid off, the project is getting stripped, and it's sunsetting. So with that knowledge, I'm not really expecting the devs to do anything like that, but I just want to play it. Again, people always come at my neck for being a shill or something like that. I genuinely enjoy this game, but that's what people do for any game you enjoy. Like Modern Warfare 3 2023. I spent the whole year enjoying it, and the whole year I got called a shill. That's typically how the YouTube comments section goes. If you talk crap about something, you're an automatic 24/7 hater, and if you share love for anything, you are a shill of the game. But I genuinely enjoy XDefiant, and I don't need any more updates, any more content, any more anything to get my fix. I want to play it as much. I probably wouldn't play it daily, but it would definitely be in my weekly rotation to just remember and enjoy a game that is truly a freaking fantastic FPS shooter. But again, like I was saying, this is where the problem lies. The game is free to play, and we all know Ubisoft is not as lenient with allowing, probably different devs to pick up this project and try to bring it to life in a mod. The thing is with Plutonium is that they force you at this point. They didn't used to force you, but now they force you to purchase the game. So in order to play the mod Plutonium, which again isn't anything different, it's not like they're modding the crap out of the game. I mean, yeah, they allow you to have an unlock tool to unlock all since, it's an old ass game and, you probably don't want to grind it. Some do want to grind it and you have the option to do so, but the majority just want to get the content and play and just remember what the game is all about. So they give you different things like unlock all and, certain aspects, but the game is still the core game. They're not changing anything drastic. It's literally the same exact thing. But again, you have to pay for it. Now, for a mod like IW4X, for those who don't remember, that got shut down because of the fact that you could pretty much get into the experience for free. And Plutonium was about to run into the same issue. They had no clue what was going to happen to them. And it was funny because, like I said, earlier, they used to allow you to get the games for free for Plutonium. They had free downloads, so you didn't have to purchase any of the OG classics. That's no longer a thing. They cut, they stripped, they got that out of the system, so Activision wouldn't come at their necks as well, and Plutonium could still stay alive. So Plutonium is still here, thankfully, so we, us PC players can still legitimately play OG Classic COD. But I think that drives a point that I don't know if Ubisoft will allow the team to actually put something up like this. And I'm sure there's going to be a lot of legal drama. Now, would it hurt them? Probably not. I mean, let's be real here. XDefiant is not something that's bringing them in millions, if not hundreds of millions of dollars, right? It's not like they're losing out on anything serious, but there are a lot of IPs stuffed into XDefiant that Ubisoft own that are some pretty successful IPs. And I'm just wondering how they're going to go about with handling this. Now, if XDefiant was a paid product, maybe Ubisoft wouldn't care as much. But since it's free, I just don't know how far they're going to go. But again, this is coming from someone who has no clue about any of this stuff. I don't know how this is handled. But if there's anybody out there who does have any knowledge about this topic, or maybe a Plutonium mod who, handles this type of stuff, go down in the comment section and let me know, or let all of us know, how this stuff goes down. Is this possible? Can Plutonium actually pick this up and run with this? Can someone else pick this up and run with this? Can the community, us, the people, can we pick this up and run with this? What are our possibilities? Because a lot of people out there, again, don't care about this game catching any more updates. We just want to remember it. And if there's ways that this community can go about doing so, I am all for it. But ladies and gentlemen, as always, if you enjoyed today's video, leave a like. If you hate it, leave a dislike. Don't forget to subscribe and hit that bell. I post daily here at 8 morning Eastern time. And of course, if you guys are interested in any of my live streams, I will be live today over on Twitch starting around 12 to 1 p.m. Eastern time. You guys find a link to that channel down in the description of this video. But as always, thank you for tuning in. I'll see you on the next one. Peace out.